everyone. Travels from Your Couch, as I mentioned, is going to move more towards me discussing what it was like being in Indonesia during the surge of the coronavirus pandemic. And so, without further ado, we will start part 1, Escalation in Indonesia. When I first arrived to Indonesia, life was continuing. It was going on. The coronavirus didn't even seem to be an issue there. It didn't even seem like anyone was thinking about it. Now, as the days went on, things grew very fast. I was realizing what was going on at home because I was getting, news alerts and stuff from my friends and family telling me everything's shutting down here. Schools are closing. We're not allowed to eat at restaurants anymore or go out. It was just, everything was escalating very fast. And that wasn't what it was like in Indonesia at all. We were still, people were still doing their thing, going around. We heard the news break about the woman from the UK who came to Bali as a tourist and ended up catching the virus and passing away. Now, that was kind of the first thing that really stirred up some worry in myself and also within the country. And it doesn't really help that this is kind of the first time that Indonesia publicly reported any cases. Now, from there, it kept escalating very quickly, as it has all over the world. With that being said, it spiked, worry within my family and myself. And it wasn't just the fact that it was that one woman or that these cases were just now being reported. It was more of the fact that everyone's saying that all over the world the cases are probably way more than actually documented. And for Indonesia's case, that is very true. And because these people can't afford to go to the doctor. And so they actually came out and said that as of yesterday, there are 800 confirmed cases. However, they only suspect that that's 2% of the cases that are in Indonesia. And that's really scary because Indonesia it's the 4th most populated country in the world. And it does have a lot of tourists that come in, but now the tourism industry is suffering due to the virus. People really, now for sure, really don't have enough money to go to the hospital or to get treated. Now, those who do have enough money to go and get treated, they only have about 12 hospital beds per 10,000 people. So that is also a big issue. They don't have really the supplies that they need, the room. And, as I was in Indonesia, I was getting these facts day after day, just what's going on here, also the new news in Indonesia. And it was very rapid and very scary. And the US finally came out and said this is a level 4 travel advisory, and if you want to return home, you need to do so now. Otherwise, we don't know when you're going to be able to go home because they don't know what's going to happen. Flights could be cut off. International flights are being cut between 60-90% depending on the airlines. And so I didn't want to be there and potentially get the virus and not have the care that I needed, or not be able to go anywhere that provided the care that I needed. So that's just a little bit about the escalation in Indonesia, and how I came to the decision that I did, and how scary it was. Honestly, it was, if you can think about that, just yourself being all the way across the world and seeing how quickly it escalated and what was happening in your own country, one that is a first world country, and then kind of seeing the progression slowly and then very rapidly take place in the third world country that you're in. That's a scary thing. And it wasn't an easy decision, but as far as everything was going on, I thought it was the best.